second annual Sponsored Silence event. The purpose of Sponsored Silence is to raise awareness and help give a voice to those who experience difficulty with communication. Language is a key aspect of everyday encounters and is essential for building and maintaining relationships with others and playing an active role in society. To bring this point home, I would like you to imagine what it would be like if you were to lose your ability to speak, for instance, due to a car accident or degenerative disease. It is important to remember that just because a person may have problems with their speech, it does not mean that they have a cognitive disability. You will hear from 3 people, Timmy, Morgan, and Joanna, who use an augmentative and alternative communication device, otherwise known as AAC, to convey powerful messages and use effective communication. Furthermore, we are in for a treat because our very own Swoop will speak through the use of an AAC device. So let's hear what they have to say.
Hey Red Hawk fans, you probably know me as the coolest mascot around. I can talk and squawk. A device like this helps me get fans pumped up for a Miami victory. Let me introduce you to some of my friends who also use AAC devices to communicate.
Hello, my name is Timmy Clausen. I use my device at school and at home. My device helps me get my thoughts out and write sentences. I want people to know that I use my device for many things like talking about football and what I want to eat like pumpkin pie. I can take my test at school with my device too. My device has changed the way I communicate because I get frustrated less often. I would get very mad if I didn't have my device to tell people what I want and need. My device is cool. I can also email my friends and family about the latest NFL news. Did you know that Ben Roethlisberger went to Miami University?
I think an obvious barrier that someone with a communication disorder might face would be the obvious initial lack of just being able to talk with someone in a regular conversation. But it goes much more deeply than that. If someone does not have a true ability to communicate, they've got a loss of an ability to tell someone how they're feeling, and you just can't imagine how tough that would be to keep all of your feelings inside. Another very important piece is their safety. If children can't convey certain things by communication, and they're things that you may not know, and they are safety issues, that could be huge.
My name is Morgan. I am 18 years old. This device has helped me by becoming my voice. Even though I use sign language, it is becoming increasingly harder to do. When I was in school, I could answer questions without having my aide translate. It is like I have my own voice back. I can have conversations with my friends again, and I love that. Besides helping me talk, this device also lets me watch movies. I can't listen to CDs, and it can be like a toy. It's multifunctional.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that whether it's a child or an adult, is that there's no one in there, that somehow they need this device to come up with what they want to say, and that's not true at all. These kids, these adults, are like anyone else that you would talk to in your family, in your classroom, out in public. You have to understand they have their own opinions, their own emotions, their likes and dislikes, and those should come through. So when you're talking with someone with an AAC device, you just ask the questions and talk with the person like any other person.
I'm here to tell you about my Dynavox. So let's get started. My name is Joanna. You might think I'm stupid, but I am not. I like to talk. If you see someone with a talking device, like mine, don't be afraid. Come over and talk. I am learning to play the song The Impossible Dream on the piano because it reminds me that my dreams can come true.
You can only get so far with gestures or facial expressions. You really need sentences and words to communicate those elements. And so it essentially allows you to be part of the human race. It allows you to really interact with the rest of society, but most importantly, your significant others.
Enjoyed what you've learned today. Timmy, Morgan, and Joanna make it look very easy to use an AAC device, but in reality it takes lots of training and practice through therapy with a speech pathologist, which is not always funded by insurance. In our country, we have the right to free speech, and when a person is denied the access to communication, this right is taken away. Augmentative and alternative communication helps give this right back through different mediums such as sign language, picture boards, and other low-tech or high-tech speech output devices. If you are interested in learning how to give a voice to others, you can approach any of us who are wearing the blue t-shirts tonight, or check out the sponsored silence table, which will be located in the concourse following the game. You can also check out Miami University's own speech and hearing clinic, located in the basement of Bachelor Hall. If you have received a blue t-shirt or were lucky enough to receive a water bottle, please stand up and show that you are an advocate for communication and give a voice. We would like to thank you for your attention, and we hope that you have a wonderful time at tonight's event. Go right